Welcome to another Fantasy Goodfellas video where we talk about the top 15 tight end rankings for week 7. Richard, you ready?
Do it.
The Fantasy Goodfellas.
Boom, boom, boom.
Rolling on the field.
The Fantasy Goodfellas. All right, before we get started, Richard, can you tell me how you did on last week's rankings?
Okay, if we take out Pat Fryermuth, who didn't play, we hit on 6 of our 14 tight ends, which is not good. But again, tight end landscape has been difficult, and historically, we've done very well.
All right, well, let's see if we can rebound. Before we get started, let me just explain what you should expect in our video. Richard's going to give his rankings, and then I'm going to use the stat machine to see if you agree or disagree with each of his rankings, and hopefully this helps you with set up your lineups. All right, Richard, line them up.
Number 1, we have Travis Kelce, who will be at San Francisco. That San Francisco defense is tough, but Mahomes is pretty much, it doesn't matter who he's playing against. And Travis Kelce is his favorite target. And number 2, Mark Andrews, home against Cleveland. Mark Andrews has been steady. And all except, I think, for 1 week, he's been a top 15 tight end. So steady is important. And number 3, George Kittle, home against KC. I like Kittle here because I think San Francisco is going to have to air it out. I think Samuel's going to have a big game, and so will Kittle. They have to keep up with Kansas City. And number 4, Zach Ertz, home against New Orleans. Zach Ertz has been bringing week after week after week. It's time to give him a little love. And number 5, Darren Waller, home against Houston. It's a good matchup, but is Josh McDaniels going to choose to use him? Are they going to use Waller? Are they going to use Devontae Adams? Again, Derek Carr, inconsistent, and they're loving Josh Jacobs. And their 1-4 record, I take. And number 6, Taysom Hill at Arizona. We talked about Taysom Hill last week, probably the week before. His upside is huge. His upside is huge. He had that huge week, as you saw, and on any given Sunday, he could take the helm and become the quarterback for that team, and he'll be a game winner. Potentially, could outright win you 1 or 2 games. I like his potential. And number 7, T.J. Hawkinson at Dallas. Tough defensive matchup, but we like the Detroit offense, and T.J. Hawkinson's important. Yes, Amon-Ra St. Brown is back, and that'll affect him a little, but there's potential here. There's definitely potential. Number 8, Dalton Schultz, home against Detroit. It's a great matchup. The question is Dalton Schultz healthy? If he is, if he's playing, Dak loves to throw it to Dalton. And number 9, David Njoku at Baltimore. Baltimore has been susceptible to the pass, and David Njoku can make plays. We'll see how Jacoby Brissett gets him the ball. And number 10, Gerald Everett, home against Seattle. Everett has been good. He's been steady. The issue is Justin Herbert hasn't looked very, very good the last couple of weeks. We'll see how he does, but this is a great matchup. And number 11, Kyle Pitts at Cincinnati. Kyle Pitts finally scored. Didn't do much, but scored a touchdown. So he makes our top 15. And number 12, Mike Gesicki, home against Pittsburgh. It was a big week for Mike Gesicki. I believe it was tight end 1. In week 6, Pittsburgh, again, that defense, not intimidating. They're missing pieces. I think Tua's going to be back. I think Gesicki's going to have a good game, probably catch another touchdown. And number 13, Hayden Hurst, home against Atlanta. Big Red didn't do much in week 6, but that offense is explosive. Joe Burrow making things happen. Atlanta's a good matchup. Number 14, Robert Tonyan at Washington. Aaron Rodgers likes to look for him in the red zone. Hence, he's in our top 15. And number 15, Evan Ingram, home against the New York Giants. He seems to be getting a lot of targets in recent weeks. We talked about Trevor Lawrence's struggles, but when he does pass, he's been looking for Ingram a lot.
All right, there's your top 15. Just want to point out a couple things. Zach Ertz is not listed on some other rankings. You have him fourth.
Wow, that's very surprising. Zach Ertz has been strong. He's been strong. And yeah, Arizona's not on a bye this week, so I don't understand why you wouldn't have him in any top 15.
Okay, and let's see if there's anything else to point out. Also, Robert Tonyan, you have 14. Some other rankings have him 10, but this is the first time he made the list this year.
Yeah, because Robert Tonyan's very touchdown dependent, but I guess I have a good feeling about this week at the Commanders.
All right, well, thanks for coming on here and sharing your top 15 tight end rankings for week 7. Any parting words for everybody out there?
Good luck. Made it to week 7. Good luck. Keep fighting.
Those fantasy good fellas.
Boom, boom, boom. Rolling on the field.
Those fantasy good fellas.